Yes, lads, joebiline here, and welcome to episode 33 of the free-to-play Road to Glory. So today's episode spans from Thursday the 19th up until tonight the 23rd, so a few days in between, but today's episode consists of some more versus attack rewards as we got them, tournament attempts, obviously the new tournament's back, and selling players, because obviously the market's broken at the moment, but we've heard nothing from EA on it, and I'm starting to think and get this feeling that to them the market isn't broken. Obviously it's all been raised and stuff, but there's just been no words. And obviously there's a selection of players that are definitely broken, like Ibra and some of the Luna and some of the Carnival players. But apart from that, I feel like it's just the fact that players are a lot cheaper now, and they're all in terms of selling, and it's all just a bit of a mess. But with Team of the Season coming on Friday, that's been announced. Team of the Season is coming on Friday. And Team of the Season, sometimes if it's massive, could affect a lot of prices, so I've decided to sell up. But we got Nani in that first attack pack, so I thought, okay, we'll use him. We'll go back to the market stuff in a bit. So it's time to build my squad ready for the weekend tournament. Same as last month, except first week at least is 90 overall max. Using first as attack season 2 players only. Now obviously there was Diary, Amath, and there was Kalulu, but Fatino looked like the best of the options for the strikers. He had a lot better shooting, and you could still make him dribble relatively well. So we ended up spending about 3 million or so putting their team together, which we came out at this. Pretty nice team, I felt. It had some solid players in the right places. Obviously with Pat Lamar and Nani, which was the basis, and Sanabria, which was the basis of going left forward, right forward. And I thought it's a different formation to try out. So we used all these players. I've been playing the rest of the world campaign and keep moving around. But Icon Pack this week was we just got a point. Obviously we got Deco last week, we weren't as lucky, but that up. The rest of the world campaign, I'll show you in that a bit, but I've just started on that, doing the early ones, because I don't want to use as much stamina at the moment. And there were quicker games to do, because I've got to like chapter 5 of South America, but I don't need a Costa in a hurry. Obviously we bought the players, but then we had some more packs to open from the Versatat rewards, and we ended up getting players that we had previously bought. Is it here? Is this the pack? I think this is the pack. It's going to open now anyway, isn't it? Sorry, it's late, I'm recording, tired. Every weekend I went to see the streets in Manchester, and it was brilliant at the weekend. But yeah, we managed to pack a Para, who we'd already bought. Aqua we'd bought was cheap. Kurdish who we'd already bought. And a Para again. But at least we can sell them, because I think I paid about 150k for a Para. If they sell, that is. Promo players seem to be a bit harder to sell. But yeah, the Gauntlet had arrived. And 3 losses and you're out. But you have to claim the reward before 3 losses. Otherwise it locks you out. So it's an interesting and some pretty nice rewards if you do well in it. So I knew I was going away on the Saturday out for the day for the weekend in Manchester. So I had one chance on the Friday night, and it didn't go so well. It was 90 overall, but pretty much everyone we faced was also 90 overall. I don't know if it was just unlucky to me with matchmaking, but it felt like compared to the previous ones, a lot more people are prepared this time, and there was a lot more people at 90 playing as opposed to last month. I got quite a lot of matchups against people who are around mid-80s. And lower, so it was a lot harder for me, and obviously like I said, this year I'm not as good as I was last year, so we ended up getting 6 wins, and I didn't want to risk it. I was going for that 9 players, but we was like, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. I would like the 250 gold players for 9 wins, but it's late, I was tired, so I just took the 750 skill boost, which is what, worth like 15k FIFA points. And then on the Sunday I got back and I was feeling relatively fresh. I thought, you know what, 500 FIFA points, let's have another go at the tournament. We've had them FIFA points for ages stacking up, not being used. It finally felt like it was something worth using. Hopefully all the better players had finished playing, but obviously it was still just as hard as when Friday. Lots of 90s again, like I couldn't catch a break. And we ended up playing on. I risked it, ended up playing on, hoping to get to 9 wins first. So we got a 3rd loss after 6 wins, and we was like, okay, we're 3 wins away from that 250 gold players. We've spent 500 FIFA points, 600 FIFA points to continue, so 1.1k FIFA points we ended up spending on this second run. But I weighed it up and I thought, for 1.1k FIFA points, I've got 2 more chances to get 3 wins. Well, I can lose 2 times. So I took the risk, and I ended up losing once, and then we finally got an easiest matchup at 86 on win number 8 to get win number 9. That was like one of the only times, I think. And so for 1.1k FIFA points we spent, we ended up getting to this 250 gold or better players. Seen some people getting some pretty nice rewards, some people getting like 1 elite, some people getting 15. So we took a chance on it and thought, let's go for it. So we're going to get 237 gold players, which means we've got 13 elites. We've got Socrates 86, I thought sick. 86 rated player, that's nice. We've got 81 Marquinhos, 80 Matthew, 81 Jonas, 82 Mane, 81 Juan Mata, 80 Bonaventura, 80 Fabinho, 81 Bellarabi, Bonaventura again, Casemiro 82, Lamar 82, and Cruz 81. So we managed to get 13 elites, so 237 gold players and 13 elites for 1.1k FIFA points. I was like, well, that's damn well good. So I was pretty happy with that. And then this program player pack with a chance at prime icons in. I try to avoid opening the coin packs when they do appear because they don't normally pay off, but I knew I just got all them elite, so I couldn't resist. So I thought, let's open it up and see how we do. And we ended up getting 86 rated Boxing Day Premier League matchups Morata, which isn't a bad card, but I've got absolutely no use for it. So it was a fair investment. Yeah, I'm on Rest of the World campaign. FIFA points galore in this campaign, which I haven't touched yet. We sold Mane. We sold that Bale we got from the Versus Attack Season 1 end. We've waited about a week. He hadn't raised much. And Casemiro. So we got, what was that, Mill, and then Socrates hadn't sold. Now moving on into Monday tonight, obviously I bought these Colemans. This was the worst failed investment, but finally sold all these cards. I put them all tonight. Obviously the market isn't selling how it used to. Before, if a player was, you'd look for a player and you'd always go 5 to 10% lower than the lowest start price. But then there'd always be like a few that were dead low, which came from people listing way too low, and you could ignore those prices. Now it feels like you can't ignore those prices. You have to take those into account. Socrates still won't sell though. He won't sell, but we finally sold our players. Team of the season's coming, and I don't want to be caught out, so I took the risk. And after selling all those, I was up to just under 30 million. So yeah, just look at the market prices. 5 to 10% lower than the lowest start price. Obviously there's players that don't sell at all that seem to just have been zero weight or something, like 89 Ibra, like Gerson. I've got 3 João Cancelos. He's the same. Like, I haven't really sold the Luna players that I want working on the Carnival players. I've kept them just because at the moment they don't seem worth it for the price they are. We had a bunch of league versus league points that have just been stacking up over time, so I thought with us that being up to 30 million now, it's finally time to take Ali up to 100, because he was sitting at 97 for a while, so we spent about just under 3 million doing Ali up to 100. And then obviously the rest of the league versus league points, we had 176 left, so we thought we'd open a bunch of these mega packs. It's going to get some skill boosts, get some coins, get some XP, and hopefully get some decent players. But yeah, the market's a state, but I'm starting to feel like this is an intended change, because it's just, there's been no communication from EA whatsoever on it, so that makes me think, oh, is this what it is? And with Team of the Seas, I've always been a rubbish trader anyway. I've probably made the wrong mistake selling up. We'll have to see how it goes, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want Team of the Season to drop on Friday and all prices to sink even lower, because Team of the Season offers like sick cards and stuff like it did last year. So I sold up, took the risk, and I need to start improving my team because I've been up 101 for ages now. So yeah, that's how it went for me. Cards do most of, apart from a handful of say like 10-15 particular cards, they do all sell. You just have to sell them for a lot cheaper than what we thought we was hoping to do. The market seems to, obviously, players are always available to buy now. I don't know if that's caused some weird supply and demand issue. Either way, cards do sell. You just have to accept that they're a lot lower than they used to be, and I took the hit. Worst investment ever on that Coleman, but do leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, come follow me on Twitter at joebilineHD, and I'll see you all later. Peace.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.